For the love of money.
The title of the new song is Agape, which translates to love in Greek. We use this word love a lot. It's so overused that to me it really feels like it's lost how powerful this word really is and what it really means. And so the Greeks, they had 4 different words that they used to describe different types of love, which by the way I think is super dope, and I wish we did that in English, but we don't. So this first word is storge, which is like an affectionate love for like a brother or a sister or a family member. And then there's the word filio, which is like a brotherly love, but not like siblings, but like a friend who's like close, like a brother. This is the word that Philadelphia is derived from, the city of brotherly love, right? And then next there's this word eros, which is like a sexual love. And then lastly there's this word agape. And agape is like a sacrificial love, an unconditional love. This is the word that Jesus uses when he tells us to love our neighbors as ourselves, a compassionate love. I named the song Agape because I wanted it to be very clear when I use this word love in the song, because I sing it a lot. So the song is basically split up into 2 parts. First verse, I wanted to touch on 3 different groups of people that I personally can't fully identify with. So everybody, based off of the way they're raised, how they look, what they're taught, has something different that makes their experience unique. Those of us outside of that experience can't fully understand it. I kind of wanted to touch on some of these things. So first we have Muslims in America, specifically Middle Eastern Muslims, women in America, and white people in America. So first let's say Middle Eastern Muslims. There is a built-in fear, xenophobia that kind of just comes with a lot of people when they just see a Middle Easterner in his normal attire and speaking his native tongue. I've seen this when I travel. When you see a dude like that come through TSA, you hope he doesn't get on your plane, right? I see this from other people. Is this dude gonna hijack the freaking plane? I can't imagine what it's like to be dressed in what I consider normal, and people being fearful that I'm going to blow something up. Like, that sucks. Secondly, women in America. So there's a ton of things I can't relate to that, but a couple of things that I touch on is people who shame working moms, telling them to smile more in the workplace, mansplaining, those controlling marriages where the man feels like he has some sort of moral superiority and he decides what the spouse can and can't do, and it's really just about control. And for white people in America, in our current social political climate, we are constantly debating, usually via social media. And when it comes to any social issues involving race, people are really quick to label someone a racist, and that's not cool. So if I'm speaking about systemic racism in America and a white person that I'm talking to doesn't acknowledge it, it isn't fair for me to automatically label that racism. In my experience, more often than not, people just see life through a different lens, and they might miss certain truths, but ultimately it's as a result of having different life experiences. So ultimately, I want to approach people that are affected by these different things with love, or agape, with compassion, because I've never experienced anything like that in my life. So the second verse, I speak to 3 different experiences in my life. I get really, really transparent. I get extremely vulnerable. And ultimately, after I share these personal things, I'm just asking you to meet me with compassion as well, because y'all don't know what I've been through either, you know? So love, agape. I really want you guys to listen to the song. When you do, tell me what you think about it. You can send a message on Facebook or the Gram or the Twit, or you can call me. That's love.
For the love of money.